Hey friends, it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar with a pick a card reading on who's missing you right at this moment. Yeah, that's what we're doing. I was sitting down earlier and thinking, okay, what should I record? Spirit, what do you want me to record? And just as I went to go grab my Lenormand and start shuffling, my song switched on my shuffle, and Miss You by the Rolling Stones came on. So that song's going to be our theme for this reading. You can go check it out if you want, but maybe it'll mean something for some of you. But I thought that was kind of a funny sign, so I was like, there we go. We've got our message. I'll do a pick a card on who's missing you at this moment. So with that being said, there are 4 piles. Pile number 1 has Rainbow Moonstone. Pile number 2 has Sodalite. Pile 3 with Lepidolite. And pile number 4 with Rose Quartz. Timestamps will be down below in the description box as well as hopefully the comment section. And you're free to choose more than one pile. It's timeless when you come to it. It's meant for you if you're feeling drawn. So with that being said, I want to say a big thank you to Taylor, because Taylor got me the Cosmic Slumber Tarot and the Sweet Dreams affirmation cards, which I'm so excited to use before bedtime. It's a nighttime affirmations before bed deck. Yeah. And then we have, of course, this Cosmic Slumber, which I've been wanting and I'm excited to use in this reading. So, yep. Yay, Taylor, you're awesome. Thank you. I've already emailed you, and Taylor has really good taste. She actually got us a Darkwood Tarot for the channel, too. And I love that deck. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. But thank you guys for being here. Like and subscribe, share if you want. And if you want a personal reading, all that information is in the description box, too. So, see you in your reading. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 1 here with this Rainbow Moonstone, this is your reading. So let's find out who's missing you right about now. Okay, this is advice, we'll get to it in a moment, but we have the Mountain and the Snake. So this person could be quite tall and lengthy in terms of their body structure. I want to say they could be kind of a strong person. I'm getting either somebody who's kind of these mountains look kind of like very on the thinner side, don't they? And then the snake is kind of thin as well. So I'm guessing maybe a taller, thinner type of individual, or somebody who has kind of that appearance, like a lanky appearance as an example. The mountain could indicate some kind of obstacles between the two of you. So this could be like distance or problems or something like that. The snake could be about obstacles of deception or lying, cheating, that kind of stuff. So it's possible, of course, that that could have also occurred between the two of you. Two of you are wondering about who might be missing you, and that might, ring a bell as to like maybe the situation between the two of you. Maybe the obstacle between the two of you is that one of you was unfaithful or lied or deceived the other. You know what I mean? That's a possibility here. We have 21 and 7 as numbers, so that might be significant. Something might have happened in the month of July or something like that. But yeah. So that's what I'm getting from the Lenormand. I think I'll just put those aside. And then I got the Ace of Cups. So this is somebody who's feeling like quite emotional at this moment. They might be feeling kind of like, ooh, like they feel like missing you, like kind of attached to you in some way. They might want to open up about something right now. I might dig into this a little bit more. I asked why they're missing you, and we got the Queen of Candles, which I thought was very interesting because that's like the Queen of Wands. And so there might be a strong attraction here. Someone could be a fire sign, of course, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but there might be like a strong attraction kind of going on here on this person's end. They might, maybe some of you have recently posted a picture or something and they want to engage, or that's just for some of you. Just take it if it resonates. But let's see, who is missing those that chose group number 1? Who's missing them? So you got the Two of Swords. So this is probably someone you're not currently speaking to, you're not currently talking to. You might not be able to see them physically. So even if you are talking with this person on a semi-regular basis, or as an example, or recently, it might be that you're not talking in person. This also can be a card of kind of trying to make a decision. So this could be an indecisive person. But usually I do read this card as something about no contact or not talking, at least in the context, of this reading. Could be somebody who takes a long time to make decisions as well. Especially, we have the Lovers here. Now, of course, that Lovers card could be about opening up to you. Maybe this is a person who has a hard time opening up. Maybe, yeah, we have the Six of Wands. So this could indicate maybe somebody who is, well, this could be somebody who's quite popular, well known, of course, possibly. It could be also somebody with a status or reputation that they're trying to uphold. And that doesn't always mean that it's because they're popular and they care what people think, but it could be representative of this person not wanting to open up to seem foolish. You know, maybe they worry about what being vulnerable would mean to them, as an example. So it doesn't always have to be a bad thing. Of course, the Lovers does show like 3 different people. Now, this is kind of like, well, there's like an angel type figure here. So, of course, that can talk about like a divine union of some kind, or somebody who's really feeling romantic and not really opening up about it. But, of course, it could also signify like maybe a third person. But I feel like for the majority of you, that's not the case. I think that's going to be a rare occurrence. And you would know it, so don't worry about it if that's not true. Tell me more about this person. The Two of Wands. So we have a lot of indecision on this person's part. Maybe there are a lot of obstacles here and they're missing you from that, from distance perhaps. I think this person is kind of considering what kind of option they want to take or how they could really get through something in particular. So if there are obstacles such as distance, they might be wondering how to bridge this gap or how to kind of bring the two of you together. As an example, but this is definitely perhaps crush energy for some of you. This could be somebody new that's a little bit deceptive about their feelings, perhaps because of the obstacles or the distance between you. We have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles could represent, you know, this person or you as being, well, I feel like it's probably more this person, though, being kind of a steady type of person. They might need physical proof, or they're kind of, they go about things in a responsible manner. So maybe they're just kind of worried about how to really go about something like this. Maybe they're not used to acting on a whim or opening up very easily. You know, the pentacles don't really represent, you know, this kind of energy that's like, go get them, you know, and you know, on a whim. As an example, kind of like I said, it's more somebody who's wanting to make the right choice and do things the right way. So there might be a trepidation to them where they're not sure about how to proceed, and that's like they're missing you for sure. For those of you that I feel like even for some of you, this person's really in their feelings at the moment. Some of them might be listening to a song, thinking about you, literally as you like watch this reading, for some of you. If otherwise, they do that in general. Music could be a connection between the two of you, or maybe this person connects well through music. This is just flying out of my mouth, so it may not resonate with everyone. Now, when it comes to this connection, what's your advice? Difficult situations lead to divine solutions. So your advice here, and we have the number 13, so 13 could be significant. Those are like some of the numbers we have, yeah. This is interesting because this isn't really a negative reading. I don't really get a bad vibe on this one. I'm going to be honest with you. On some of the other readings, a little bit of bad vibes on some of them. But this one didn't feel so much like that. I mean, there could be some sort of deception or hiding secrets or something like that, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be because of the nature of your relationship isn't very well known, as an example. So I don't want you guys to get scared, especially if you're just talking to someone online that might be missing you or wanting to kind of hear from you. Do know, like, well, I guess Spirit wants to tell you that difficult situations lead to divine solutions. So there are solutions to this situation. And sometimes the best things are hard to get or hard to attain, you know. So maybe there are some obstacles in this relationship, but they're not, like, you know, gonna end it necessarily. You know what I'm saying? I think I would like to go ahead and take a Sweet Dreams card, because I want to use the decks that Taylor got me. And let's see, what kind of message do you have for group number 1? We have experience. My dreams take me to wonderful places that are filled with wonder, delight, and joy. So embracing the inexperience, even if it's difficult. Maybe this person's going to do that. Surrender. I surrender the old limiting beliefs. I awaken and am reborn into limitless possibilities. So this is like quite interesting, because this is kind of indicating, well, all of the messages are, at least in terms of your advice, are kind of about experiencing surrendering and allowing something to happen, even if it seems kind of hard. So I'm kind of curious as to like how this will resonate with those of you that are watching. Let me know if you know who this person is. And very, very interesting. I can't wait to hear what you guys say. But yeah, this is a reading for you guys that chose pile number 1, group number 1. And I will see you all in the next reading. If you want a personal reading, that information's down below in the description box. But yeah, take care, guys, and see you later. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 2 here with sodalite, this is your reading. Isn't sodalite the most beautiful stone? I just love it. Like, it's really one of my favorites. Okay, let's see here what we've got. We've got pile number 2, group number 2. So, I'm going to put the advice cards away to the side. We'll get into them in a moment. Let's just look at the person first that's missing you. So we have the choices and the moon card in the Lenormand. Interesting that we have the numbers 22 and 32 showing up. These numbers could be significant, they may not be. But the choices and the moon can talk about emotions. And the choices obviously talk about choices, pathways, options. I think that this person isn't really, the person that's missing you might have made, perhaps, there might be something complicated in this situation, first of all. The other thing is that I feel like this person's kind of lost in what to do with their emotions at this time. Really how to proceed, what to do exactly. I'm not sure what it is. We'll get into the tarot and I'll ask a little bit more. But this is somebody here with the Two of Cups. This is like a deep friendship, or like a deep partnership possibly. This is a connection that's very sweet and kind, you know. I think that this is mutual, by the way, because the Two of Cups can indicate like a mutual friendship or a mutual relationship, a mutual love. So I'm feeling like this is definitely a mutual situation. So luckily you guys, I think, aren't the ones that are like in this situation where maybe the person who misses you is like, ew, get lost, you know, or like Cher says in Clueless, ugh, as if. It's not, I don't think it's one of those for most of you. I feel like this is probably fairly mutual. The choices card indicates, yeah, like I said, it feels like Snookies. My kitty came. Oh, Snookies came. The kitty came. She wants to, she's in the mood for me to pet her finally. We have a lot of options, and that could indicate maybe some kind of obstacles when it comes to this relationship. Maybe this person doesn't really know how to proceed. Maybe they find the situation quite confusing. I'm definitely going to discover more as I kind of read the cards here for sure. Oh, Snookies, be careful, baby. She's going to step and knock everything over. Can you say hi? Look, there she is. She's the little sneaker one that's in my bloopers that knocked over things. She comes down every once in a while. She'll sit on my lap sometimes for readings when I'm doing personal readings. But she's kind of a goofball. She has her moods. Okay, so getting back into the reading. Sorry about that. She kind of distracted me. I asked why this person misses you, and we have the Hanged Man. So this person might feel powerless in this situation. I'm guessing that there must be something going on right now in which they are uncertain about how to proceed. Again, the Hanged Man is connected to the the sign Pisces, and that could really indicate a strong spiritual bond, especially when there's the Two of Cups there. I think this person really feels connected to you on an emotional level. There's just something there. Even if you barely know this person, there might just have been something that clicked, you know? I was just talking today, I was doing a personal reading, and you guys often, those of you that follow me on Instagram, will see how I like kind of target celebrities charts that I'm like very connected to, or I really like. And like Sally Field and Christopher Walken recently, I was like, I've always loved both of those like actors. Why? And then I go and look at their chart, and sure enough, there's, you know, Sally Field has an Aries moon that's conjunct mine, and my Venus and my Mercury, and then Christopher Walken has an Aries sun and an Aries Mercury, also near my own placements, and plus we have sextiling moons, because, yeah, anyways, you see a lot of the synastry, and there could just be something there that really just draws this person into you, on a spiritual level. But the Hanged Man could indicate that this person feels a little bit stuck on how to proceed. And it also could be, you see he's kind of hanging there alone. And you know what? This is going to sound funny, but I'm just going to say it. But we have like a Santa Claus figure here. And for some reason, the thing that came to my mind was how he comes once a year. And the rest of the time, he's, in the North Pole. Makes you wonder if maybe you seldomly see this person, or you haven't seen them in quite a long time. And maybe that's why. Maybe you guys just live far apart. Maybe this is a friend that lives far away, or that kind of thing, Or, a lover or whatever, crush. But I can definitely see mutual love here. Spirit guides and angels. Those that choose group number 2, tell me more about the person who's missing them right now. We've got the 7 of Cups. So this could be somebody who's a bit of a dreamer. They might not always talk clearly. They might skip from one subject to the next very easily. Yeah, definitely a dreamer vibe here. We've got the 7 of Cups and the Star. So the Star can indicate somebody who has high goals, high aspirations. They might have been through some things in their life. That's for sure. With the Star, because the Star indicates a healing period after, a very difficult period. So that could be an indicator for some of you. Again, the Star could be indicating what I was kind of talking about earlier. It could be confirming that there's some kind of synastry here between the two of you. But high ideals, high aspirations, high goals, I feel like this person has. Tell me more about group. This person's missing them. Okay, we've got the King of Cups. So a lot of water energy coming out. Pisces might be, because we have the Hanged Man. But we do have a lot of water energy in Aquarius. So with the water energy, of course, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio could be prominent in the chart. We have the moon up there with the Lenormand, which of course could indicate Cancer as well. And there's Pisces again. There's the Hanged Man. So this is probably somebody, I feel like, who spends a lot more time dreaming than they do doing. In fact, for some of you, you might not even think this person misses you as much as they do, because they don't really show it in their actions always. They might kind of come at you randomly, or they don't pursue you as often as they'd want to for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, why I'm picking that up. Maybe they're busy or something like that. You might actually contact this person more than they contact you. Well, we have the Queen of Wands here, so we have fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Chariot can be Cancer also, by the way, right? And Pisces. So we have, yeah, definitely Cancer and Pisces showing up very strongly in this reading, for sure. And then, but we have the other water signs, of course, in the fire, in the Aquarius as well. But yeah, I feel like this person is really missing you. They might be thinking about traveling towards you, or they want to travel towards you. They want to meet up with you. They want to see you. Again, with the Hanged Man, they might feel like you might be in a trap situation, where you guys are kind of in different areas at this time or something like that. And it's not really able, it's just not the time to see this person, or you can't really see them. But I could definitely say this, someone who's kind of introspective and dreamy. This is a person who probably has a lot of daydreams, but they don't always share them. They also might, like I said, go through moods where one minute they're kind of super expressive, and then other times they're kind of reclusive. That could definitely be something here. There's something about this person, though, and choices, and kind of making a decision, because the Chariot can talk about that too, trying to go forward on something. But I wonder what that is. Well, I'm going to try to get the message for you guys just to see. We'll try. I mean, this is a general reading, so it's kind of hard to kind of psychologically look at, different people under, an umbrella like this. But Spirit guides and angels. also chose pile number 2. What is their person wanting to kind of, what action are they wanting to take at this time? What are they, the Page of Swords. What action are they wanting to take at this time? Well, this could be about traveling to see you. Possibly here, the Page of Swords and the Three of Wands, talking about the future, about what they want to happen between the two of you, what they see for the future between the two of you. This might be about stop being so shy and actually talk to you about what they want. This could be talking about a future trip or, yeah, like future plans. Travel. I get travel big time on this one. They might want to talk about traveling to you to meet up, that kind of thing. Maybe they want to know what your plans are here for the future. I get somebody who's definitely more introspective most of the time. Hard time opening up. And maybe that's what the choices is about. Maybe they want to know what some of your choices are. What do you want to do? You know what I mean? What path do you want to follow? And maybe to see if it aligns or if you guys are going to be able to get together or not. Because there might be something here about maybe you guys just have different lives or different lifestyles or something. I'm guessing. But yeah, this person could be a little bit of an investigator too. They might like to check you out on social media or kind of keep an eye on you. But maybe they watch things, but they don't always reply. But they keep the tabs on you. You know what I mean? I definitely can see that. Now, what's your advice? Let's find out. These were pretty brutal cards. I'm not sure about yours, but I know some of the other piles was like, oh, dang. Okay, so we have, ooh, interesting, 3730. 2232. So those are some numbers that are popping up. A lot of threes. And it says, my life is an experiment. I embrace the exploration. I have enough time, energy, and money for what I care most about. Well, that's interesting. The first card, let's look at that one. Because you guys got 2, unlike pile number 1 only got 1 card. So as advice for you, it says, my life is an experiment. I embrace the exploration. So this might be telling you or nudging you to explore this, to see what it's all about, to experiment a little bit, especially for those of you where this is a new connection. Now, for others of you that have been, and maybe that's why we got 2 cards, because maybe there's 2 different sets of advice here. Now, for others of you, and this is, I honestly felt this very strong when this came out, but I have enough time, energy, and money for what I care most about. Now, of course, this could be telling for some of you, if this person's been, hem-hawing and not really giving you the answers that you need, or it's been a situation in which this person hasn't really lived up to your expectation, because there will be some of you that watch this and probably recognize somebody that isn't maybe as nice, right? Or hasn't been as supportive, as an example, as maybe some of you that are meeting someone new or have met someone new recently. But this could be indicating that, this is a person, if this person are they living up to your expectations? Are they making the time for you? What are your values around that in terms of your own self-worth and how you feel about that? If someone's making you second best as an example, it doesn't always mean that they're a bad person if that's the case, if this is somebody who does that. But it might mean that, you need something different. Just saying, that's a possibility as well. And for some of you, that could also be a message to kind of experiment and invest in this. You know what I mean? If you care about this person, invest your time, your energy, your money in this connection, as an example. Like, you might need to make some actions yourself on this end if you want it to come into fruition. Now, I'm going to take a sweet dreams message. Now, these are supposed to be nighttime affirmations, but let's do it because Taylor got them and I'm just excited to use them. Lessons. I look for opportunities in life's challenges via my dreams, and I learn the lesson. So for some of you, this could be about a lesson, that you need to learn in terms of this connection, maybe. Like whether somebody's, there for you or not. We have growth. I challenge myself to step outside my comfort zone as I travel on the road to growth and illumination. And again, there's a message for some of you to kind of pursue this, especially if there's travel involved or kind of a new opportunity, in terms of getting together with this person. And then we have energy. I work with my dreams and my spirit energy to reach my highest good. And that can be about the energy. What energy are you putting into this connection? As an example, is it healthy for you? Are you getting something back out of it? If you are, then continue it. But if you're not, then maybe no. Because sometimes people can miss you, but they're not willing to do anything about it. You know what I mean? There are plenty of that type of situations where, they'd rather just lament over a beer about it rather than actually call you. So, you don't need that if that's the case. But I think that this is probably going to go two different ways. For some of you, it's going to be someone new that you're meant to kind of get to know and experiment with and see where it leads. And then for others of you, it might be a reevaluating whether this person's worth your time, energy, and your precious time, your money. Time is money, as an example, as that saying says. And so, maybe for some of you, it's just like, is it worth the investment? Because they miss you, but it seems like they're a little bit stuck. And for others of you, this person may just need a little bit of a nudge. But yeah, that's what we've got, guys. I hope that this reading brought you some insight. Let me know if you know who the person is. I always appreciate comments, likes, and when you subscribe. Thank you. And let's see, what else do I want to say? I hope that this reading finds you well. I hope that you have a beautiful day or night wherever you are and whatever time it is when you see this. And I will see you all in the next reading. Oh, and if you want a personal reading, that information is all in the description box. So take care, guys. See you next time. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 3 here, this is your reading. So you chose the lepidolite stone, which is right here. Very beautiful stone. Very good for dreams. So let's see here. So this is going to be your advice. I'll put that off to the side and we'll get started. So let's see. Who is missing you? So we do have 29 2 showing up here, so those might be in numbers that are significant to you. We have the lady in the clover, so this could indicate a few things. And like these are general readings, so it tends to be that there might be more than one story here. Now this could be a woman that's very happy-go-lucky. That could be a way to describe this person. This could also be somebody who's kind of treated you. Oh my gosh, there's this song that keeps coming to my head whenever I see these cards. And it's Leonard Cohen. And it's that one song, Famous Blue Raincoat. I don't feel like that's going to resonate with almost any of you. But that might be specific to some of you. And he treated my woman to a flake of his life, I think is what he says. And when she came back, she was nobody's wife. Like, for some reason, those lyrics just kept, every time I look at this duo, I see that. And this could be somebody who's treated you in the past as if you were a passing fancy or something like that. Okay, that's possible, especially if you identify as feminine and you're interested in masculine. Now, otherwise, this could be somebody, a woman that's kind of happy-go-lucky, kind of fun, kind of a passerby, like kind of does her thing, that kind of thing as well. We have the star here, so this could indicate somebody who's quite a dreamer. This could be somebody who is into astrology, as an example. This could be somebody who has high aspirations. It could be also somebody that is vulnerable in a way. Maybe this person puts himself out there in some kind of way, or perhaps they've shared a vulnerable side with you before. That's interesting. We're going to find out more about this. This is the why they miss you. We'll get into that in a minute. Let's find out a little bit more about this person. This could be an Aquarius. Of course, that's a possibility. We have the Aquarius card here with the star. Let's see. Group number 3. Who's missing them right now? Tell me more about the person who's missing group number 3. For some of you, you need to talk to your spirit guides. Maybe you haven't been talking to them or engaging with them. For some of you, that might be who this is. 9 of Pentacles. Could be somebody that's well off. That's a big possibility here. The Knight of Pentacles could be somebody who's a hard worker. Somebody who's working on some kind of big goal or project. Let's see. Could be somebody that you find to be very attractive. Loyal, of course, comes to mind with the Knight of Pentacles. Could be somebody who's kind of I wanted to say kind and soft at the same time, and it was like coming out like signed. Yeah, there's a focus on work. So this person might be a workaholic, possibly, or very into detailed oriented work. Maybe this is somebody who makes something that's kind of detail oriented. Male or female, it doesn't really matter, but they might do some sort of craft, or they kind of hunch over and do things, maybe at a computer or at a desk, as an example. Maybe focused work as well. But for some of you, these are like crafters, or somebody who makes something, whether it's music or physical items, or, you know, anything like that, writing. Tell me more about the person. The Seven of Pentacles. Let me ask something really quick. This might be somebody actually who has some ideas, but they're not exactly pursuing them always. Maybe they have ideas, but they don't do anything with them because they're scared. Interesting. This could be in regards to you, by the way. Maybe they're afraid to approach you, especially for those of you that are like a lady, as an example, or identify with the feminine. It might be that they're not sure what you think of them. I don't really get any negative cards here, which is interesting, but let me see. We have a lot of earth energy here. So this person could have strong earth in their chart. Aquarius, as I mentioned, Pisces. We also have a little bit of air as well. The clover, of course, could indicate like a connection to Ireland, as an example. I often think of that when I see the clover. Interesting. We have the Page of Pentacles. So this might be somebody who likes to study new things, learn new things. This might be somebody who is learning something new. There could be an age gap here between the two of you as well. That might be something to look for in terms of the Page and the Knight popping up. They might always have their nose in a book, or we have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is more of a, masculine fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius popping out too. So it could be somebody very driven towards their goals. This would be somebody who has some self-control, I would say, especially towards achieving things of a creative nature, or they might have a few things that they're really into, like a few hobbies that they pursue. Maybe some of them do like business or something like that too. That's a possibility. The Strength card. Well, there could be a soul connection between the two of you, or they could feel that way. But it does mark somebody who's kind of a disciplined person. They know how to kind of wait and see what happens. They know how to kind of hold themselves back. They know when to act on something. This person might be very in tune with their intuition as well. And they might feel like they have to hold back for a certain reason when it comes to you for some reason. Maybe they're taking their time or being patient with something. Of course, with all the pentacles, it could be somebody you work with. That's a big possibility, especially if you haven't been into work lately. But yeah, why do they miss you? We have the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. So this is somebody who wants to reach out to you, to travel to you, to see you, to talk to you. This is somebody who's feeling kind of fired up about you for some reason. There must be a reason, but I would hate to go into that detail here just because, you know, so many different people are watching, and so reading for so many with different people in different situations just seems kind of, I don't know, I just don't feel comfortable for this particular group to do that, but there's something that's got them fired up. So maybe for some of you it's a new connection. And that's a very big possibility for some of you, a new connection that you're kind of still exploring and trying to kind of figure each other out, but there's something there. And this person kind of likes talking to you, exchanging messages. Sometimes the Eight of Wands can talk about like a back and forth type of texting thing as well. But this person, why do they miss? Well, maybe you stopped texting them. Maybe you haven't been talking to them as much and they're used to you bombarding them. That's a very big possibility here. With the advice, this is interesting. Your advice was pretty harsh. I deserve better, and I do not cheat on my future with my past. For some of you, this could have different meanings, so take it intuitively with your own intuition based on your own life, and maybe one of them's more for you and one's for the other, because some people got, like, group number 1 only had 1 card come out, and then this, like, group number 2 and 3 both had 2 cards come out, so, keep that in mind, you know what I mean? But for some of you, it might be that you know who this person is, and you know you deserve better because they're not really doing anything with you. You know what I mean? You know you probably deserve a better situation than somebody who's, kind of passive or not really taking any action, or seems more focused on other things and themselves rather than you. And, like, especially if you've kind of moved on from, spamming this person. Like, say you were at one point, like, kind of bombarding them with messages as an example, or putting a lot of effort in there. It might be that, you deserve better than that if they're not reciprocating, right? Because that might be, for some of you, why they miss you, because you're not doing what they think you should be doing, or you're not kind of living up to what they kind of expect from you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what you got till it's gone. There's a song. But we also have, I do not cheat on my future with my past. So again, with that information, that's a little bit different, and it might be a different vibe for some of you. For some of you, if this is somebody new, and you like this person, but you're stuck on somebody else, because that might be for some of you. You might be coming in here, and this is actually somebody that you're talking to that's newer, but you're kind of still stuck on somebody else, as an example. This could be a message of you, hey, take a chance on this. Don't stop thinking about the old one, that kind of thing. See what's in front of you or what's ahead of you with this person, as an example. But especially if you kind of redirected your energy towards a past person instead of, like, trying to get to know this new person. Okay, so any other messages here from the Sweet Dream Oracle? Whoop, there we go. Acceptance. I overcome my biggest challenges by accepting what is. So again, with the I deserve better, accepting, if this person's, like, again, doing that kind of stuff where they're not worth it, and some of you are going to come here and you already know that, right? And then others of you are going to come in here and that may not be the case, right? But it says support. I surround myself with those who support my vision and share my values. So is this person, I guess the question you could ask yourself, is this person supportive of me and what I want to do? Are they showing, equality in how we talk and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Or, and more so than maybe, like, especially if you're hung up on someone from the past or something in particular. Either way, Transformation. With the help of my dreams, I'm ready to make changes towards a new me. So that's kind of interesting, because we're like, I don't cheat on my future with my past. So again, some of you might just need to move on from this person, especially if they did treat you in a way that wasn't really up to the standards that you deserved, even if they're holding on, maybe you deserve something different or better. So, and for, again, like I said, for those of you that are watching that are perhaps hung up on someone from the past and the person missing you is actually somebody new, go for it. we have this 18, 43, 29, 2, so those might be significant numbers to you. So yeah, that's what we've got. I hope that this reading gave you some insight. Let me know if you recognize who the person is. Hopefully I was clear enough. Yeah. But if you want a personal reading, that information's down below. And I wish you the very, very best. See you all in the next reading. Take care. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 4 here with the rose quartz, that was such a soft opening. Hi guys, I was practically whispering it. If you chose rose quartz, this is your reading. Okay, let's find out who is missing you. I need a new desk. This is terrible. So this is going to be your advice. We'll get into that in a moment. So who is missing you? We have the child and the mice card, but another synchronicity here. We have 13 and 23, so we have 3 showing up. We have the 8. It's just kind of funny because some of the cards that were showing up in the previous piles reminded me of, like, just, I don't know, like similar numbers and stuff. But we have 13 and 23. The child and the mice card. Well, this could be about, to recognize this person, they could be young. They could have a young face, a childlike face, or kind of like a young demeanor to them. So they might be a little bit It could be immature, possibly. Could be somebody who fidgets a lot as well, like a fidgeter. Especially for those of you that know this person, you know, in real life. The mice could talk about somebody who's quite anxious as well. This person might have bad childhood memories. As an example, maybe they had a difficult childhood that was stressful. So some of you might know that, recognize it in the person. They might make childish decisions when they are nervous. So they might not know how to handle certain emotions or certain situations as well. For some of you, by the way, though, this could be somebody that's looking a bit older than their age. Like they might be worn out by life. That's possible too, possibly. You know, like could be a little bit weathered looking or feeling weathered is an example, especially if they get stressed out maybe and they don't get enough sleep. What else could I say here? Let's see. The Eight of Cups could be somebody who's walked away from you, okay? The Eight of Cups is about somebody going on a journey. Now, usually it's a journey away from something. When we're talking in the context of who's missing you reading, of course, you know, I have to wonder if this person's walked away from you and is missing you now. Because I think that could be likely. But let's see here. Tell me more about group number 4's person. Who's missing them? Ooh, okay, so we have the Three of Swords, so there could be a painful situation. I feel like for the majority of you, that's probably the case. Somebody who was very hurtful. And again, there's the Eight of Cups. So we have the Eight of Cups once again, somebody who's walked away from you, who's pulled away from you, and who's quite heartbroken about the decision. This person acts like a child when they don't know what to do. Like they are sometimes very immature, I think, or they really don't know how to act in moments of high stress. This person could be at a distance, and there could be third-party situations here. I'm just going to say it because we have the Three of Wands, we have the Three of Swords, and then we have all these threes kind of coming out. It doesn't have to be in the threes. I mean, when you talk about third party or something, it doesn't have to be like another person between the two of you. It could just be another situation between the two of you as well. But yeah, I can see that there's been some pain here, and this person doesn't really, I think, know which way to look, you know, or what to, yeah, they don't know what to do to make up for this. Perhaps they really hurt your feelings and they're not really sure how to kind of win you back or get in your good graces again. They're not really sure, literally, possibly about how to even go about this. And so they're kind of missing you. We have the King of Cups. Perhaps in the time that you've been not with this person. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay. We have the King of Cups. So this could indicate, in terms of signs, we have, of course, a lot of water here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We have swords, you know, Aries, not Aries, wow. I was looking over at the Three of Wands, sorry. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And then, of course, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have Earth. So we have everything. we have it all. All the signs kind of are represented here, although the court card here showing up is the King of Cups. And we have the Knight of Wands, by the way, too. But we'll get to that in a minute. It has a different meaning. I feel like this person might have grown up a little bit. Maybe they've matured a bit, especially if there's been a painful ending here. They might be feeling like they've learned something, they learned their lesson, or if there has been a painful ending too, though, I don't think this person really knows how to behave or act. You might find that this person is sporadic or sort of off the wall. I really get the person that doesn't really know how to express themselves properly. Even though they have a lot of emotions, they don't know how to talk about them. Like their communication skills aren't so great. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Maybe for some of you, you're married. We have the Queen of Pentacles. There might be a friendship or like, okay, yeah, for some of you there is a third thing going on here, a third party. Maybe this is a friend or they have somebody, you have somebody, something like that. Because some of you might have moved on already, you know, to somebody else as an example. So that's very possible that someone is missing you from your past. Maybe you chose somebody else. Maybe you have a family with somebody else as an example, even by now. That's definitely possible here. And we have the Hierophant, so Taurus, Gemini showing up to a lot of signs though, but the Hierophant, yeah, some of you are literally married or they're married. Again, maybe time has passed. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles and Four of Cups. I'm guessing that this person didn't show the correct interest, and so they lost out for a lot of you. And maybe you've moved on to other things. Again, there could be things such as different lifestyles or different places of living here too. It doesn't have to be, you know, someone's married or something like that. That's just going to be, that's definitely going to resonate for some of you though. But, yeah. This is somebody who kind of probably acted very disinterested at certain times, though. Like, you couldn't tell what they were feeling, or they acted like they didn't care. I guarantee you, well, I feel like if I grab my message cards, like, what would they want to say? It probably would be, we had the Strength card come out. So, yeah, a lot of self-control. We might get cards that kind of indicate a person who's not saying everything that's on their mind. We have the Knight of Candles, and that's representing the Knight of Wands. And, this can indicate, I took this card to ask why they miss you. And, it's just some kind of fire inside of them. It's kind of still burning for you, I think. They're kind of feeling impulsive. I'm not exactly sure why, but let's see. We have I'll be back, so they might want to come back. They're kind of reignited, or something's reignited the feelings. Why can't we have a happy ending? So there might be frustration about that, why you can't have a happy ending. And I can't believe you'd like me too. So there might be some fears there. Well, maybe they had a hard time. Maybe they thought, for some of you, they thought you were tricking them or something. Or joking, or not serious. I don't know. I can't be more than friends. So I'm guessing that that was probably said at some point. Or that was kind of unspoken knowledge. Uh-oh, we got one. Hold on. We have I wish things could have been different. And hold on. I'm like dumping the cards everywhere. There we go. I wish things could have been different. And you're amazing. So the person quite thinks highly of you, but... And then I'm avoiding you. So I'm guessing that this person's actively avoiding you. And it says I miss the sound of your voice as well. So... definitely missing you, but I guess their actions, I'm guessing, probably led to something kind of crappy in terms of an ending between the two of you. Yeah, and we have, I just don't feel the same. So I feel like this person might have rejected you or told you they didn't feel anything, and actually they did, or something like that. Maybe they said it out of a weird, you know, it's a general reading, so it's kind of hard to say, but I think this person, I just don't feel the same. I can't be more than friends. It's strange, because I feel like this person probably wasn't honest about their feelings at some point with you. And why did they miss group number 4? Why does this person miss them? What's going on? Why do they miss them? The Lovers. They've reevaluated their feelings. They've reevaluated. They had some time to think, and they miss you. Yeah, they're sad without you. I always see the Seven of Pentacles as kind of an evaluation of some kind. And I think after, like, some consideration, some time apart, or something like that, maybe you turned your back to this person, they've started to kind of realize, damn, well, I actually felt really good with them, and they really liked me, and it seemed like they did, and maybe they weren't lying, or, you know what I mean, like, this person gave, maybe you gave them a lot, you know, with the Six of Pentacles, maybe you gave a lot of time and effort, and you were always kind of there, and then now that you're not, it's like, well, where the hell's that at? I'm used to them, you know, telling me something, or kind of reaching out, or, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think the romantic feelings have kind of stirred. The Queen of Pentacles, wait, hold on. Okay, there could be an age gap. We have a feminine that's... There could be an age gap here. between the two of you as well. That might be a clue for some of you. I would say that this person probably has a decent job as well. Maybe they didn't at the time. Maybe they were worried about whether that would be enough for you or something, or if maybe they weren't that great. You know, it's funny because, like, and I've said this in a previous reading actually recently, but I find it so silly because I've never been one of those people that judges people by how much they make or where they're from or any of that crap. Like, if I like someone, I like them. I don't give a crap what's going around. Like, I'm a fire sign. I just pursue, you know, like, but, you know, some people really do get caught up in that. Like, I can't date, I don't have enough money. And I'm like, what? Take me to McDonald's. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, that's, you know, but not everyone's like that. And some people really do feel like they got to be better, you know? So it is possible, which I think is silly, but, you know. Anyways, it might be that this person didn't feel like they were good enough or something, or maybe they felt like the age gap was a problem if you had one, or there might have been some kind of differences in class or something like that, or something like that. But I can tell you that over time they've kind of, I think especially we have a lot of singular cards, like, you know, not like being alone, you know, or having your backs turned. I think this person's kind of realized just how important you were, and they kind of feel sad without you. Now, what's your advice? I nourish my nudges. Follow your intuition on this one, is what you're being told. That you kind of go with what your gut's saying in regards to this person on what to do. Let's see if we can get anything else with the Sweet Dreams cards. Anything else for group 4? Oh, there's my dog. He's like, let me out. Transition. While I sleep, I move from the old to the new with great ease. So there's a way in which you're supposed to move from this situation, but let's see. And abundance. I am blessed with and thankful for the abundance in my life. And we had energy. I work with my dreams and my spirit's energy to reach my highest good. And then trust. I believe that whatever is happening to me right now is part of the greater plan. So these are interesting things. So I guess here what you're doing is trusting. It's interesting because we have like kind of trust the change, the transition. And then it says, I nourish my nudges, and I work with the energy. I work with my dreams and my spirit energy to reach my highest good. So I guess it would come to whether you think this is an abundant connection or not. Is it worth pursuing, you know? Is it actually good? And see, I guess that's kind of an individual message because it's really up to you and what your situation is with this person. For some of you, you're going to be like, hell no. And others of you might be like, yes. You know, so I can take it, you know, how it resonates, because there's not a one-size-fits-all type of guidance here for you guys, because there's just too many of you. And for some of you, this person's an a-hole, and for others of you, they're probably real nice, you know. Maybe they just got some issues, who knows. But so go with your gut on that, you know. But I feel like an inexperienced person who doesn't really know how to behave or gets quite nervous could also have a small stature as well, is what I want to say. Someone who's a bit smaller, maybe not so tall, is what I'm feeling too. But yeah. So that's what I've got for you guys that chose group number 4. I hope that this helps. I hope it gives you some insight into who's missing you. Let me know if it resonates down below. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want. And it's always appreciated. It makes me smile. It makes me happy. And if you want a personal reading, that information's down below in the description box. There's a link to my Etsy store where you can purchase readings and all that good stuff. And of course, there's my Amazon wish list. But anyways, I want to wish you all the very, very best. Hope that this reading finds you happy and healthy and feeling good. And see you on the next reading. Take care.